What's up, family? My name is Dr. Davinci, aka Mr. We Take Another Shot, and today I'm here to do something different. Today I'm here to recreate the look from a pop scene because Agu is a character that had always believed in family, love, but due to the crisis in their country, Agu found himself in the bush and trying to survive alone, like with no family. His father was killed, his brother was killed, his mother ran away from town to another town. He was kidnapped or captured by the terrorist gangs. He was actually initiated into the gang. At first, Agu did not understand what was actually happening, but in this scene, this is where Agu's perspective changed. This is where Agu's mindset changed from the young, small, cute, loving boy to now a very dark-hearted young child who wants to kill anybody that goes against their laws. It's a very special scene in the movie because the main character's perspective changed completely. I guess that's the reason why the director chose this color grading. So this is a shot from a movie I directed and co-produced. I'll place a link to the trailer in the description below. The movie is going to be out very soon. I'll give information on where you can watch the movies very soon, and it's a great movie, a great story. It's my first feature film ever, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. It's going to be out very soon, so stay excited and stay alert. So this is side by side of the two looks. You can see where we are and where we have to go to, and it's a very it's like day and night. You can see the difference. So we're going to start by first of all going to our color management and change the timeline color space to Davinci White Gamut, Davinci Intermediate, so we can use the large color space. You guys know how I always do this. So I'll just go ahead and analyze this look so that I know exactly what I have to do. Looking at this look, I can see that the grasses are not natural. The grasses are not green. The grasses are actually reddish, pinkish. So this is a point I will jot down. The mid blacks are kind of cyan, like you can see that we have some cyan right over here, and then we also have some like blue cyanish kind of sky, which helps to contrast this reddish grass. I can see the cyan sky, little blue sky. So I can see that the skin is, is perfect. It's on the skin tone line. And then lastly, I can see that the shadows are perfectly balanced, because you can see around here, we have like clean shadows, which is what we have to, recreate. These are the things that make this look unique. So we're going to try to recreate this. So I'm going to create a few notes, and then I'm going to start by doing my transformation. And then after, I'm going to add my lot. That's a Kodak 2383 D60. So after doing my transformation, I'm going to create a node before the CST, which I will rename later. Then I'm going to create another node after the CST, and this will be my contrast. Pay attention on where I place my nodes because they are very, very important. Where you place your nodes will greatly impact the way your colors will look. So, and then I'm going to work on the contrast. I will go to my curves, custom curves, and then, so I'm going to ensure I'm getting similar contrast to our reference look. And then I'm going to come over to the first node I created, and then I'm going to work on the highlights while looking at my waveform. I'll work on the highlights, like I'll try to compress the highlights so that we are in the same space. And then I'll create another node after my CST, and I'm going to call this exposure. And under exposure, I'm going to go to my HDR palette, and then I'm going to try to bring up the exposure so we can match the reference look. Somewhere around here is good for me. So the next thing I'm going to try to do now is to change the color of the green grasses. I have to bring the green grasses into the space of our reference image. So I have to turn them into the reddish, pinkish color. I'll create 2 more nodes, and then I'll name the first one HSL. Under the HSL, I'm going to go to the U versus U and then select where I have the green grasses and then just swing it up to that color. So I'll just swing it up to the reddish pinkish color. I'm going to go to the bluish tones and then try to add that cyan which we see on our reference image. So I'm trying to add that cyanish color which is around the mid dark points of the image. So I think I like it around there. It's making sense for me. So after that, I'm going to go to the UV saturation and then bring down the saturation of the ground colors so that we can feel like we're in the space of our reference image. I think this actually works. It's giving us that feeling like we're there. I think we're getting there. The next I'm going to do now is work on the sky. The sky of our image is actually kind of very warm, like the highlights of our image is actually very warm. So I'll go to the log wheels, to our next node. I'll go to the log wheels and then I'm going to work on the range so that I can see what I'm affecting. And then under the highlights, I'm going to add some more cool cyanish colors, something like that. I think we're in the same space right now. So that's not bad. Before it was actually very warm for my liking and I just, went ahead to reduce that warm color. You can see that it's actually kind of matching, but I have to fine tune a little bit so I really get there. And I feel like around there is a good spot for me. And you can see that we're getting something. I always remember that when you're recreating looks, it must not always be exactly the same. The idea about recreating look is, dialing your image to feel like the reference image. You have to ensure that you're still doing things correctly, but then your image feels more like your reference image. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to overdo anything. I'm trying to just, it's like the reference image is just like an inspiration to me, you get. So I can still be more creative on my part, to do changes if I want. After this, I feel like I need to, bring that balance shadows because the shadows are kind of a little more towards the blue. So I'll go to my log wheel and then under the shadows, I'll try to balance the shadows by bringing in some red colors and then play with the range to ensure that I'm affecting just the right spot of the image. And around there, I feel like I'm getting something nice. So after that, I'm going to create another node after the exposure because I feel like there's some bluish color on my image which is not in the reference image. So I'll try to take down like the entire blue from the image so that I could get like more warm tones. On another note, I'm going to go to color, printer light, and then take away half blue. I think half blue is doing the job. Taking away half blue is kind of doing the job. I think I like it. You can see before and after. It's very subtle, but then it helps to, put my image into that world, which is what I want. I think I like it. Yeah, this is a good look. And I'm going to call this balance. And I think this is the look. You can see the look for yourself. We're actually in that space. We're getting that reddish grass. We're getting that, cyan in the mid-dark shadows. We're also getting, perfect skin tone. We're also getting that coolness in the highlights on the skies. My grass are not that red, but I still feel like we're there. Like I said, we are not going completely. We are not doing a complete look recreation. we're being inspired by the look, and then we're trying to recreate something that looks and feels like that. I'm going to export the Powergrade, and I'll put the link under the description box below, which you can download and then try this look on your footages and tell me how you feel about it. Thank you guys once again. My name is Dr. Ken Stevens, aka Mr. We Take Another Shot, and I'll be doing more of these tutorials. I'll be recreating more looks. So if you have favorite TV shows with great looks and you want to see us recreate, those looks on my channel, just take a screen grab and send it to me on my Gmail, forward it to me on Instagram or on Facebook, and I'll go through it, and then I'm going to recreate this look with you guys. Thank you once again for watching, and for those who liked the video, you can like, subscribe, and share. For those who did not, you can still like, subscribe, and share, because what we are doing is we're sharing knowledge to the world, and this is for Africa. Okay, we take another shot. See you next time, guys.